This review is for the movie Speed, starring Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, and Dennis Hopper. Pretty simple story. Keanu Reeves is a police officer, SWAT, in Los Angeles. Might be part of the bomb squad, or maybe that's just Jeff Daniels. Anyway, at the start of the film, Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels, his partner, they're part of the SWAT team. They come across a terrorist bomber guy. Dennis Hopper's the bad guy, and he's got an elevator rigged to explode. And if he isn't paid a ransom of $3 million, he's going to blow up the cables, let the elevator full of people fall and die. And Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels, they thwart that plan. They save the people. But Dennis Hopper, he gets away. Bad guy gets away. So that's pretty much just the setup of, getting to know our characters, most of our characters, and kind of what gets this whole thing started. But the bulk of the movie takes place on the bus. And the main thing of the bus is, if you don't know what Speed's about, there's a bomb on the bus. And if the bus goes below 50 miles an hour, the bomb explodes. So that's Dennis Hopper's new plan to get his $3 million ransom. Since Keanu Reeves' character, Jack Traven, already messed up his first plan, which he says, it took me 2 years to plan that whole thing. Now he wants this bus thing to be Jack's responsibility. Jack's the one who's going to have to play the game and potentially get killed. Sandra Bullock is a passenger, one of the passengers on the bus. And this was her breakout role, first big role. She ends up driving the bus because the actual bus driver gets injured when Keanu Reeves is first getting on the bus, and there's issues with that. He has to jump onto a moving bus, and other things happen. Anyway, the bus driver gets injured, and Sandra Bullock, her character's name is Annie. Annie, takes over driving, and so, she's just driving the bus the whole time, which is tough for her. She's not a bus driver. But anyway, it's funny. She said it's just like driving a really big Pinto, right? Pintos explode. If you didn't get that reference. And good movie, solid movie. I'm gonna give Speed. I think I'm gonna give Speed 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's simple concept. You can watch it fairly casually. It's not the type of action movie where bullets are flying constantly. It's nothing like that. It's pretty tense. It's a ticking clock. It's a bomb. So, I think maybe the only reason I might not give it an 8 instead of a 7 is because there are a couple times where you really have to suspend your disbelief, especially kind of the main iconic scene where, I don't think this is much of a spoiler at this point. This is a 20 plus year old movie, but the big most iconic scene is when this bus that cannot stop has to jump over a 50-foot gap. And, it's funny, I've seen a couple of, debunking videos. Not that it really needed it, it's the way they got it set up. It kind of looks like the two roads are lined up pretty good. So, yeah. But anyway, if you can overlook that, and then that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest, come on, man. That bus would not have made that jump. And it wouldn't have even really gotten much air off the incline Yeah, it pretty much went, it just went flying right off. So anyway, but it's still a good movie, you know, still a good movie. Nothing you really gotta put too much brain power into. Not to say it's a dumb movie. It's just simple. It's a simple premise. So I don't have to go on a big long rant and explain every little thing. Pretty quick and easy review here. Speed, starring Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock. Good movie. Like I said, I'll give it a 7. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and give it a watch. If you have seen it, well, yeah, watch it again. You know, it's been. I realize it's been like 20 years since I even watched it, so I figured, hey, why not? I'll this should be an easy one for me. So, yeah, it's all right. Hell of a lot better than a lot of the other shit that's out nowadays. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Speed, Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, 7 out of 10. Let me know what you think about it, about my rating, my review, the story, what you think about the movie, what you think about the actors, what you think about Speed 2, which was shit, but whatever, that's another review. So, there we go. Easy one. Later. Pop quiz, hot shot. There's a bomb on the bus.